Hi, I'm Mike Salisbury, and this is Etangs de Puyravaud, which is a 6-acre lake in the Charente region of France. This lake's been here since the 1700s, so it's steeped in local history, but more recently it's been stocked with about 150 carp to over £55. It's now owned by English couple Marion and Peter Jackson, and in this video we're going to show you everything that Puyravaud has to offer.
This lake is around 6.5 acres. And we're quite fortunate that it's stream fed, so we get good flow of water through the lake at all times, and that means that during the summer months we don't tend to get much variation in depth, so that works out quite well for the fishing. We have at the far end behind me, we have a depth of around 3.5 to 4 feet, and over to my right hand side we get down to a depth of about 12 feet. Average depth is probably around about 4.5 to 6 feet. Yeah, we've got 6 swims. We've got 5 swims on the house side, this side of the lake, including 1 double, which is where we're situated at the moment. And on the far side, we just have the 1 swim, which we lovingly call Billy No Mates. We've stocked all of the fish in the lake ourselves, and we have 145 fish, all over 20 pounds, I should say. The biggest fish that we have in the lake is 55 pound 2 ounces that we stocked, and the current lake record is 51 pounds. Yeah, we're beginning to get some sort of record around those growth rates. This year we're seeing average weights from people that are catching at somewhere around 3 to 3.5 pound higher than it was this time last year. So on average about 3 to 3.5 pounds, which is quite a reasonable growth rate. We're quite pleased with that. So what we're going to do in literally a few weeks' time is we're going to drain this lake down, and what we're going to do is take as many of the small fish out as we can in order to get hopefully even better growth rates for next year. But yeah, the plan is to take all the small fish out, and we're going to do that pretty much every year from now on.
Fishing-wise, we were really looking forward to getting stuck into some of the beasts that lurked in the depths of Puyravaud. Joining us for the first couple of days fishing were British anglers Gary and Frank, who wasted no time in getting stuck in.
$26.3, $26.2, $26.2. £30. 7. Lovely, thank you. Slip it back.
Yeah. That's where most people lose it.
£26.12.
26.12.
Something between 27 and 20.
Oh yeah, the handle's right.
29.9.
What's the weight of this fish, Peter?
37.4. Frank had been having a great day, and it was made even better when he banked one of the lake's biggest residents.
49.10 in the net. 49.11.
No, that's zeroed.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's the weight of it then? 49.10. 49.11.
49.11.
Just short of 50. Got it. Probably the second biggest common in the lake, that. Hold it properly, Frank.
Our swim had been quiet for most of the day, but as night drew in, things were about to pick up. The middle of the night on the first night here at Puyravaud. How's this for a first fish out of a new venue? £44, 2 ounces of chunk. Look at that.
What was it called?
This is another fish that falls to the monster squid. What a chunk.
Is it a PB?
New French PB. Didn't fight at all. Out in open water, just did it all under the rod tip. It was only when it rolled over the net that I finally saw how big it was. Absolutely chuffed with that. Let's get this fella back in the water.
Here then.
It is a lovely 24 pound 10-ounce mirror. Not the biggest fish in the lake by any means, but it's certainly a really lovely looking fish. Put up an excellent scrap, gave a good account of itself. Another one falls to the monster squid, so you can't really complain about that.
It's a monster.
Right, what we got here, Connor?
26 pound fish caught under the monster squid.
Nice one. Let's get him put back. Also joining us for some of the session was former World Carp Classic champion Mark Gardner, who was very keen to have a crack at some of the stunning Puyravaud fish. Right, this is Mark Gardner here on his first night at Puyravaud, and he's bagged himself a lovely mirror. Check that out. What did you get that on, Mark?
Carp zoom, liver, and a Nino.
Fantastic. I think we should give it a quick weighage and then put it back in, yeah?
Okay, I think we should.
£34.5.
Right.
Lovely. Well done, Mark.
Come here, Tom.
That's another cracking Etangs de Puyravaud mirror. Need to get him back in the water. Get another one.
Yeah, he's going there.
Okay. Here we go. There's another one for the album. This is a £30 10-ounce Puyravaud mirror. Caught just by the dam wall about 5-10 minutes ago. Put up a really good fight, this one did. Really pleased with this fish, and as you can see, well, hopefully you can see because it's quite dark, but it's another one that's in mint condition. They really are in great nick, these fish. Fighting fit from start to finish. Okay, Connor, what have we got here?
A 29 mirror carp caught on the monster squid.
Whereabouts did you get it from?
Far right hand side of the lake.
Yeah, we got this by taking it out there with the bait boats and a lot of big fish boshing right down the far end all day, so we took it out there in the bait boat with about 10-20 freebies. It's about 11 o'clock at night now. We just nodded off to sleep and it rattled off like no one's business, and that. It's a near 30, and is that PB?
Yep, new PB.
Well done, mate.
Cheers.
Daytime remained quiet for our swims, but as with previous nights, we wouldn't be getting much sleep.
Right, Mike, you got your second fish. How big is it?
It's 26.4.
And what did you get that on?
Same again, Carp zone. 30mm boilie. Just get the head round now, the small fish, so it's all going well now. Quite happy.
Right, what we got here then, Connor?
£30 mirror.
It's 31, wasn't it?
£31 mirror. Caught the monster squid from the snaggy area.
And is this a PB?
Yep, new PB. 2 PBs broken in 1 week.
So what do you reckon to this lake then?
I think it's fab. Proper.
I thought you might. Okay, it's the last night, and managed to get one out. £32, 9 ounces on the monster squid again. Really nice fish, this one. Temperatures outside plummeted considerably, but doesn't seem to have affected the water temperature too much, as I managed to have this one out. Hopefully there might be a couple more before dawn. We shall see. Let's put him back.
There was a serious drop in temperature for the final few days of the session, but this didn't stop us from catching a few last-minute Puyravaud crackers.
Well, he's done it again.
Only about a few ounces.
Another PB by a matter of ounces. £31 and 9. What did you get that on?
Monster squid.
So how did we go about catching this one?
Fishing off a baited area again.
Right, I've managed one more. I'm going to pack up in a few hours because it's going to be dark, but managed to get this one. 28 and a half. Again, a lovely mint condition Puyravaud fish. I'm going to sling the rods out again and see if we can maybe get another one, you never know.
Yeah, so this is our second lake at Puyravaud. I'm very excited about this particular project. We're talking about something that's going to take us around 12 months to finish off. What we have here is a 3.5 acre lake, not been touched for many, many tens of years, so there's a lot of work to do. But as I say, it should be a lovely lake when it's actually finished. We've got to drain this lake down, which we're going to do in a few weeks' time, and then it's a complete renovation. We have to desilt the lake. We have to completely renovate the dam wall, take out some of the trees that are in the lake at the moment, and literally do a complete renovation on it, and it will take us somewhere in the region of 12 months. Yeah, we'll end up with 3 swims, one at the far end, a double swim in the middle of the lake, and another swim at this end of the lake. So there'll just be the 3 swims for a lake of this size. We've got some really good plans. Again, pretty excited about this. Our fish farmer has reserved 60 fish. All of them will be over £30. So between £30 and £50, we'll start the lake off. We should, all being well, be open, or this lake should be open we're thinking around April 2014.
Puyravaud boasts exceptional accommodation for guests, the first building being a newly renovated cottage. This will sleep 4 people in 2 bedrooms, 1 upstairs and 1 downstairs. There's a large open-plan lounge, dining area and fully equipped kitchen. Both bedrooms are fully furnished and offers guests the luxury of en-suite shower rooms in each. The barn is the larger of the 2 buildings and will cater for groups of 8 to 10 people. There's a large open-plan area downstairs which encompasses the games room and lounge. In addition, there's a large dining area, fully fitted kitchen and utility room. Upstairs, guests will have the use of 4 bedrooms, 1 king size, 1 double and 2 twins. As with the cottage, all bedrooms have a luxury en-suite shower room.
Well, we've known Pete for a few years now, and we actually helped Pete develop the lake, and myself and Gary. We helped build the swims some 3 years or so ago. We helped him select the fish as well when we stocked it. Again, a couple of stockings. And, you know, we've seen it from its infancy, really.
A golf professional by trade back home, and Peter and Marion that own Puyravaud came to me about 6-7 years ago, and there was members at the golf club and said they were going to buy a lake in, a house with a lake in France. So, you know, I have my own fisheries back home, and I just got involved that way, really. Just came out probably 2-3 times a year, built the swims, helped stock the fish, ongoing maintenance, really. This is the first time this week, really, that we've properly had a couple of days fishing, or carp fishing anyway. So, yeah, it's about 6-7 years now.
It was Marion and Peter who kindly gave me an invitation to come and have a look at this lake. And my first impressions is that I'm very impressed. I know it dates back a long time, and some friends of mine have said it's been stocked. And I'm quite pleased with the whole environment. As you can hear, it's really, really quiet around here, and the weather's been good, so it's been a good start.
Well, I think I've caught about 12 fish in the last couple of days. Best so far, there was a mirror just shy of 50, 49, 12 I think it was. That was one of the first fish I caught. And then a common just over 40, 41 and a few ounces I think it was. But they're all in absolutely fantastic condition. Every fish we've caught, they've all been absolutely superb. 2 or 3 30s and a few mid-20s. But every one without fail has been absolutely superb, and they give a cracking fight as well.
The condition of the fish are lovely. I think the only thing is that they're in good health, they're young fish, so inevitably they spawn. So there's a lot of small fish in the lake, which obviously we'll take out in November when we drain the lake down, and then I think they'll see a big difference in the size of the fish, in the growth rates. Saying that, there's probably been 30 fish caught, and there's only, I think, one under 20 pounds. So the average weight is pretty good.
I've had a lot of fish, the biggest being 34, hoping to get bigger, but I've got another couple of days yet, so hopefully we'll have a bigger one, because I'm pretty sure, and I know they go over 50 pound in here.
Well, I don't think there's anywhere else like it really. I mean, the standard of accommodation is absolutely second to none, and it's an ideal place to come. If you want to come with the family, really. There's, I say, brilliant accommodation. There's a swimming pool. If you wanted to just come over with some mates, as you often do, then it's a great place for that. If you wanted to come with friends and family or children, you could do that. Have a fish down at the lake, and the women can be around the pool or shopping or whatever women do. But it's a one-off from that point of view. I've never known another French carp lake like it. So many of them are just rough and ready. You have to go a week without a shower or anything like that here. You've got all the facilities you could ever ask for. It's absolutely superb, second to none.
It's good fishing. The fish are in good condition as well, which surprised me, because a lot of the fish, as you know, they're really hammered throughout the year. But the condition of the fish and the condition of their mouths is really good, and that's what I'm impressed with. There's
Probably hundreds of lakes like this one in France, but I think what sets it apart is the setting and the accommodation. The accommodation's second to none. Now, I appreciate it probably won't suit everybody. You're serious, big fish, big water angler. But if you've got the gentlemen and the ladies that want to come away and have a week fishing with the family, I think you can't go wrong. And as I say, the size of the fish, the condition of the fish, it's not a hard lake to fish. So inevitably, I think most people will catch. But as I say, if you want to bring your family away, then I've never seen a place with any better accommodation at all. Never.
Okay, I'm now here with Marion and Peter Jackson, who are the owners of Puyravaud. Firstly, from myself, thanks very much for inviting myself and my family down for the week. We've really enjoyed every aspect of our stay. It's been great, so thank you for that. First thing I'd like to ask you is a little bit about the history of Puyravaud and how you first acquired it and so forth.
Okay, so we acquired it in 2005. So it dates back to around the start of the 18th century, and we've had some history work done on the place, so we're pretty sure about the timings. I guess some of the recent history is the property was actually used as part of the resistance in the Second World War, and the cottage where you've been staying was actually the head office of the resistance movement used by Colonel Shaban. So a lot of history about the place over the last few hundred years.
Okay, Peter, how long would you say it's taken you to develop this venue into a proper carp fishery?
Okay. Yeah, so as I said, we bought the property back in 2005, so we've been pretty much at it for 7.5 years. So I guess the first thing was really to renovate all three properties, so the house, the barn and the cottage. Once we'd done that, we also were doing the lake at the same time. So that took probably another 12-18 months. But all in all, to get to where we are today, 7.5 years.
Right, Marion, can you tell us a little bit about the type of holiday you're offering, please?
Yeah, we like to think we're doing something a little bit different from normal just carp fishing. So what we're trying to do is offer the families and the wives and children a chance to come along with their dads to fish, but also enjoy the swimming pool, nice accommodation, barbecues in the evening, that type of thing. So it's a family mixed with the carp fishing.
Peter, can you tell us a bit more about the accommodation, please?
Sure. So, one of the things that we talked about being, I guess, a difference for Puyravaud is the accommodation. So we have a barn, which is quite a large property, has a large lounge and play area with a pool table, separate dining room and a large kitchen. And then upstairs you've got 4 bedrooms. We've got a king-size room, we've got a double, and we have 2 twins. So all in all, we can sleep 8 to 10 people in the barn in very good accommodation. And then we also have a cottage, which has 2 bedrooms, one on the ground floor, one on the upper floor. All of the rooms in both properties have ensuite shower rooms. So pretty luxurious, and the reaction we've had from customers has been very, very positive.
Marion, can you tell us a bit about what this area of France is like, please?
Yeah, it's very quiet, relaxing. At the same time, there's quite a nice tourist areas. We've got some lakes close by where the children can go for a beach, man-made beach, where you can go kayaking, horse riding, and that's about 20 minutes away. We've then got other places like the Rochefoucauld, where there's a beautiful castle, where most people like to go and see. We've got Cognac quite close by. We're obviously near the wine region, but really it's idyllic because it's countryside, it's quiet, but you get a car, you can go out and you can go and keep the children entertained.
Peter, I gather there's a bait and tackle shop on site. What sort of stuff do you have in there?
Yeah, so we always have a couple of freezers full of bait. We tend to stock mainline products and also ace baits. They're the 2 that seem to work really well on the lake. In addition to that, we also have a range of, I guess, accessories, end tackle, weights, hooks, anything you might need whilst you're on site that you might have forgotten when you've come out. So basically, it's just that sort of stuff that helps you make sure that you've got plenty of tackle when you're over here.
Now, Peter, I gather there's a fly-in, fly-out option. How does that work?
Okay. Yeah, so as well as the normal, what you might call normal self-drive, where people bring all of their own gear, because we're quite near to Limoges Airport, a number of people have come out and flown in, hired a car, and got here, and then obviously want to hire fishing gear. So what we've done is we've put together a package where people can hire up to 4 swims of gear, complete gear. That includes bivvy, 3 rods, pod, literally everything you're going to need for your stay. So we've got 4 complete swims of that equipment if people want to fly in and hire our equipment.
Right, well, we're now at the end of our stay at Puyravaud, and it's been an excellent week, so thank you very much for that. What would you say to potential customers who are looking at coming out on a French carp fishing holiday, and why should they choose this particular venue?
Well, we like to think that if they come, they have a nice time, obviously, relax, enjoy. But what we try and do is make sure that they know all of the local facilities, they know how to get places, and that when they come, they feel at home. I think that's from my side. What do you think, Pete?
Yeah, I think we try and go that extra mile to make sure that everybody has a great holiday. We advise people on restaurants, days out, trips, where they should go, depending on the ages of the people that are in the group. We try and help with supermarket trips if they're not sure about where they need to be. So all in all,
Don't forget the bike hire.
Oh yes, bike hire. So if people want to come and hire bikes as well, we do that. So we're always trying to make sure they have a great time, but also we're always looking to try and improve how we offer our holidays so people come back maybe more than once or twice.
Well, thank you very much for that, and I certainly hope that we'll be back one day as well, because we've had an excellent holiday, and I would certainly recommend it to anyone that's thinking of coming out here.